I'm Anil Kumar sharing with you some questions from the previous test papers. So we'll do part E, which is to find limit of a function where x approaches 1 for x to the power of half minus x to the power of 1 over 4 divided by 1 minus x to the power of 1 over 4. So here is a question. You can pause the video, copy the question, solve, and then look into my suggestions. Now in such questions, we can actually solve the question in a couple of ways. One could be factoring, the other could be substitution. So let us see how to adopt these methods to solve such questions. We need to evaluate limit as x approaches 1. Let us first substitute 1 and then see what do we get. So if I write 1, we know square root of 1 is 1. We get 1 minus 1 divided by 1 minus 1. So we do have 0 over 0 form. So that is an indeterminate. And that clearly indicates that we have a factor which is common in both numerator and denominator. And that factor is 0 for x equals to 1. Right? So factoring is a good technique. So we'll actually solve this using two different techniques. One will be to factor, and the other one we'll use substitution of variable. So we'll do factoring, and then we'll also do substitute variable. Let us see how to apply these techniques. To factor, we could write this as limit x approaches 1. So we have, let me rewrite, x to the power of half minus x to the power of 1 over 4 divided by 1 minus x to the power of 1 over 4. So we can factor out x to the power of 1 over 4, right? And see what do we get. So we could write this as limit x approaches 1, and if I factor x to the power of 1 over 4 from the numerator, here I get x to the power of half minus 1 over 4, right? Minus, we have already factored this, so this is 1 for us, and the denominator is 1 minus x to the power of 1 over 4. So we get limit x approaches 1, and we could write this as x to the power of 1 over 4, and here we do half minus 1 over 4, so that is x to the power of 4 is a common denominator, so 2 minus 1, so we get 1 over 4 minus 1 in the numerator, right, divided by 1 minus x to the power of 1 over 4. Now these two can be cancelled, right? So we could write this as limit x approaches 1, and when you cancel, since it is 1 minus x to the power of 4, and this is x to the power of 1 over 4 minus 1, that will give you minus 1, right? So therefore, I could write this as minus of, within brackets, let me write x to the power of 1 over 4. You get an idea, correct? Now, we can substitute 1 here, so we get answer as 1 to the power of 1 over 4, and so minus 1 is the solution. So that is how you could actually solve using factoring. Now let us see how to solve the same question using substitution of variable. So what we can do is, we can substitute x to the power of 1 over 4 as some variable, let us say u, right? In that case, what is x equals to? X will be u to the power of 4, right? And what is going to be x to the power of half? X to the power of half will be equal to half of this, which is u square. Now, if x to the power of 1 over 4 is u, then x to the power of 1 over 2 is a u square. Now if x approaches 1, in that case, if I write 1 here, u also approaches 1. So that is how the limit is going to change. So we could rewrite this question as limit u approaching 1, x to the power of half is u square, minus x to the power of 1 over 4 is u, divided by 1 minus x to the power of 1 over 4 is u. So we substituted x to the power of 1 over 4 by u, and x to the power of half by u square. So this could be now written as limit u approaches 1. You can factor u out. So you factor u. You get u minus 1. Divide by 1 minus u. And now again you can cancel this. So you get limit u approaches 1. When you cancel, you get minus u. Correct? Because this divided by that. U minus 1 divided by 1 minus u is minus 1. Now if you substitute 1 for u, you get minus 1 as your answer. So you get exactly the same answer using the substitution method. So these are two good methods to use at this stage. I hope with this you have learned most of the methods which could be applied to solve such questions. I'm Anil Kumar. You can subscribe to my videos and learn a lot. Thank you and all the best.